Guys, welcome back to Southern Girl Cooks. We got a request to make some hot wings. So we're just going to go ahead and drop our chicken. Now the chicken's already been washed. I'm going to drop that in. I'm not cooking a lot because it's just me. Now you guys be careful with this, okay? Now, please make sure that you're not crowding your pot or your pan because you want to have a nice crisp crust on the outside, okay? And take your time adding it to the pot. Please don't feel like you got to put it all in at the same time. That's when you'll have a spillover if you put too much in at the same time, especially if it's still got some moisture, some water or something on it. I'm going to increase the temperature just a little bit because once I put that cold chicken in there, it started to bring the temperature of the oil down. So guys, we're just going to allow this chicken to fry until it floats, which I like to fry mine about 8 minutes or so. Some people fry theirs a little bit less than that. It really just depends on, you know, what you're looking for. But I will tell you that the last thing that you want is undercooked chicken. You don't want to get sick. So keep that in mind. So we'll leave this to fry and we'll finish our sauce. Okay guys, so I just want to do a chicken check, if you will. So it's been 5 minutes since we put it in. And as you can see, it is browning nicely and crisping up beautifully. Okay. But like I said, I like to cook mine for about 8 minutes or so. But it is already floating, so if you wanted to pull it out at this point, you could. Okay, so it's been 8 minutes since we put this chicken in, and you see how beautifully crisp that is? So what I like to do is I like to have a plate with a paper towel, just to grab some of that oil off of whatever I'm cooking. Okay, we're going to put that chicken aside. We're going to pull this oil off of our burner. And we are going to cook our sauce. With our butter, we're going to melt that butter. And it's not going to take long to make this at all, guys. But the impact is going to be amazing. It's really, really tasty. Uh-oh, got a little bit of paper there from the butter. Okay, now we're going to add our hot sauce to it. Like I said, you can use sriracha or you can use half hot sauce, half sriracha if you want to do that. It's plenty hot enough for me the way that I make it, so I don't use sriracha, but I do put it out there as an option for you guys. So we're just going to let this melt. You don't have to stir it. I'm just messing around with it, really. I'm going to increase my temperature just a little bit. And I'm comfortable increasing the temperature because I'm right here to watch it to be able to turn it back down, okay? But do understand that butter will burn, so you want to be careful with doing that. I've made this a million times, and so that's why I'm okay with doing it. But for you novice cooks or you folks new to cooking or just new to this recipe, I would say use medium low to medium heat. Okay, so just increasing that temperature. The butter is already melted. We're going to drop the temperature back down. Okay, now we have I've measured out all of the dry ingredients, and so I'm going to drop the honey in first, and then we're going to add in our dry ingredients. And guys, if you have some honey that's been hanging around in your pantry for a while and it started to crystallize, please don't throw it out. Just stick it in the microwave and it will go back to the consistency that it was when you first purchased it, okay? And you just want to get that honey melted in there. We got one little chunk left, which it just broke down. I felt it break down. Okay, these are all of our dry ingredients mixed in here. Okay, so we are just going to, as long as they're soft lumps like the turmeric is, it will dissolve nicely, okay? So go ahead and dump that in. We only have a few more ingredients, and then we will be ready to coat our chicken and have our taste test. Okay. In here I've got some mustard, yellow mustard, and I've got some white wine vinegar. Go ahead and dump that in. And guys, if you go out of order, that's fine. Give yourself a break. It's not that serious. All right, everything, all of the sugar is melted nicely in there, or the honey. Okay. Here's our brown sugar. Let's go ahead and dump that in. Now, guys, you are going to just let this heat, you're going to make sure that the brown sugar is melted in here. Keep in mind, though, as you cook this, it is reducing down. And once it does that, and what I mean by that is it's reducing to less fluid, but it's going to be sweeter and hotter the longer that you let it reduce. So just keep that in mind, okay? I only let mine reduce for a couple of minutes, and then I use it. I'm going to increase the temperature just a little bit until I see a couple of boils in there. While that is reducing down, I am going to grab my chicken. I like to use ranch dressing with my hot wings, but you can use whatever you like. Comment down below if you are team ranch or team, what's the other one, blue cheese. We're starting to see it boil. And this is longer than the minute that I promised, but that's because I did not realize that I had my hot plate set on heat and not on fry, so it was taking longer for it to heat up and boil. But now that it's boiling, I'm going to let it boil for about a minute or so. Or maybe not that long. All right, let's go ahead and turn it off. Give it a stir. We're going to bring our chicken back in. Now, it's a couple different ways that you can coat your chicken. You can throw this sauce once it cools down a little bit in a baggie and coat it that way. Or you can use a basting, what is this? A baster, like I'm using. It's up to you. You can see all the nice, beautiful peppers that we put in there. And I didn't let mine reduce down that much, but like I said, if you want to do that, you certainly can. All right, so we're gonna get this out of our way. right, guys, take a look at that. Isn't that beautiful? We are gonna garnish it a little bit. You don't have to do that, that's optional. When I garnish, I typically just use like some green onion or something. And I keep it in just an empty water bottle. It'll last over a month like this if you use that. So that's just a nice little trick for you. But there you go. We're gonna give it a taste. Let me just lick my fingers, don't judge me. Guys, this is amazing. It's really good. I hope I'm not smacking in your ear. That's a mukbang. Is it mukbang? Do y'all dance? Excuse me. Do y'all dance when you eat? If something is really good, I do. It's hot. That is so good. As always, guys, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Please don't forget to smash that like button, that subscribe button, and comment down below, guys.